Myself, quick video for you. I'm at Trinity House working just going to walk you through the emergency lighting profile for the building. Right, in the ground floor left hand side electrical intake room, I've marked up the DB with our customary orange sticker. I've also marked the door with one of our orange stickers. In this DB here, I've marked up all the emergency lights. Basically are all fed from here. Anything with an orange dot you can flick and it will activate the emergency lights in the common areas. The only other emergency light that you also need to activate is, again, you'll find it on the DB just above, the distribution board above, the corridor lights, and they will do the left hand side corridor lights on the ground floor. Right, moving on from here, so ignore all of these test switches, not required. Everything you need is all fed from this distribution board, which is the landlord's distribution board, and also this one here, which does the, as I said, the corridor lights. Ignore this one here that says downstairs, not required, not necessary for you to touch. Right, now they will also do your your internal spiral staircases on the left and right hand side of the building. So as you can see, as I'm walking on the left hand side corridor, all the emergency lights are all on test, all fed off of the distribution board. The same distribution board here will allow you to do the, well, allow you to do the emergency light in the lift motor room, which you'll see is dead. So that's a failure for me to mention. The other issue that we've got is that there's no emergency lighting unit here in the electrical intake, which again is a breach of BS 5266, but that's over and above what I wanted to talk to you about. So from here we simply go then up onto the first floor. So I'm just going into the left hand side electrical intake. Notice how all these are all on test, by the way. All of these are on test. Even the one that you just mentioned to me about high on the ceiling, the activation key switch, it's all fed through the DB. So left hand side, there's an electrical intake room in here. You'll notice this does have an emergency light, which is great. So the one breaker we need to flick is this one here, which says general lights, and that does all the corridor lights on the first floor. And you've also got this one here. This fish key test switch does the emergency light in this left hand side first floor electrical intake room. I'm now going to move to the other side. Oh, by the way, so notice how all the lights are on test. All these spots are on test. So, move to the other floor, other side. I'll come back and I'll show you this one in a separate video, up in the plant room as well. Okay, DB, you'll see that I've got an orange dot opposite where it says general lights. That does all the lights on the right hand side corridor, as you suggested that I test. There's also a fish key test point which will do the emergency lighting here in the electrical intake room as well. And that basically concludes all of your lighting test circuits for this building. And from here you'll notice that all these emergencies are on test. Even what little emergency lighting there is in the left hand side, right hand side stairwell, none of which work, they're also on test as well. Alright, so I'm not going to walk all the way down, but they're all on. Well, there aren't any emergency lights apart from this one at the top of the stairs, so that's a breach of 5266 anyway. But just want you to, my main message is to show you where the emergency lights are all fed from here. So although your fish keys are all there, we're just going to test everything off of your DBs. I'd also recommend that your tester just does it the way that I've shown you. It's a lot quicker, and yeah, well, it's just a lot quicker and it's more precise so that you don't miss anything. Thank you.